before you spend, you must earn, and never spend beyond your earnings. It's an opportunity for you to learn as much as possible. Associate yourself with these. Never look down on people. I also grew up in the ghetto. For me to make it to be where I am, it was because of sitting with people in the ghetto who've got dreams.
The motherland, the African man. Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. Strongholds to break, got long walks to take, got no votes to make. We don't bet, we pray. Hey, African man, yeah. The African male iris through the eye of an African male.
I feel the one thing I need to possibly correct is having that panel of guys. That's something I don't have.
Oh, okay.
And I think ever since I moved to SA, I never just had that. I never managed to build that kind of a circle of
That's also because you're
of
constantly
friends.
on the move.
Yes,
So you
yes,
never
yes.
really-
So you see, like we have the guys I used to connect with back in Zim. Yes, you're still in touch on social media, whatever. But to really say we're gonna come together and do something, it's now not as practical.
Oh yeah.
Because you kind of not in the same environment. Your challenges are now different. You can't relate.
You can't relate. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So you actually have those conversations where, okay, guys, let's discuss finances. Where are you? Where what? So what I'll discuss about what my earnings are and what I'm aiming at. You find that it's now totally different from someone who's back in Zim with the earning potential and everything. So already there's a lot of
There's a disparity there.
and it comes down to what you were saying, to say when you come through and you have a circle or panel of people
Like-minded.
then you find the first 2-3 people are talking about goals that you are still like dreaming.
Do you get what I'm saying? People are telling you, bro, so like last year when I made my first 5 million, you're like, what?
Or I'm moving to my 10th investment property,
Yeah, and you're like,
So that I think that's something we need to overcome as men, because we have to see it, or like for example, I have to see it as, okay, I can actually learn from this guy. He's gone so far. I would love to be in that position or at that stage at some point in my life. I need to sit down and learn how he has gotten there, than to say I'm intimidated or I don't think I'm at that level yet where I can be part of these guys and sit down with these guys. So I think that's probably the issue with us men. It might be the pride, it might be
ego.
the ego, where you then cocoon yourself and think and feel, I don't think I'm worthy to be meeting up with these guys or having that conversation. So it's that shell that I think we just need to break.
Oh yeah.
But even on that,
That's true.
if you look at it from the positive side of it,
Yeah.
when you have people that are actually achieving, you know what I mean, that have actually walked the path
Right.
you want to walk on, don't be intimidated. It's an opportunity for you to learn as much as possible. Associate yourself with these people because they've walked the walk
For sure.
that you're about to walk as well. They've taken that journey. So if you now familiarize yourself with these people, it might actually make your journey easier.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's so true.
This intimidation thing is actually what brings us down, because now you're intimidated without even approaching the
It's a
person.
competition, bro, because you're there and then there's
listen.
People are bringing. You're looking at the cars that you have. You're looking at the houses that you have. You're looking at even your wives, bro. It's competition. That's where.
No, that's where the
problem comes.
That's where the biggest problem is. It's not supposed to be a competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know everyone says it. I know it's been said a million times, but it's the truth. The only competition is the man in the mirror.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
When you look at it also from a biblical, spiritual side, the three of us here, right? We've got different birthdays, right? That also shows we are born anointed with different blessings. You know why you fall short on your own blessing? Because you're busy focused on the next guy's
other
blessing. You're not focused on yours.
You.
You understand?
That's true.
Whilst you're focusing on him, you are falling short because you're not working on you.
That's true.
He's working on him, making his way up the ladder. You understand what I mean? And you are looking at him. But like, I can give you examples. There are people I grew up with or I grew up seeing that have made it. You know what I mean? Musically, financially, business-wise. And for me, it was an inspiration that these people, I saw them come
Yeah.
up.
They were
They
just
made
like
it.
me.
Yeah, they were just like me.
That's
So
true.
what can stop me from making it as well? Because this some person is me.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That is so true.
So I think what makes us fail sometimes is, like I said, if you have a vision, the best way, like, let it be a consistent reminder. Like what you say, you put it on top of your bed. It's the first thing you see, the last thing you see before you go to bed, and you're like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
And the next thing is the circle we're talking about. If you have that in place, maybe you have one or two individuals that you can call up time to time and you motivate each other towards those goals. Because remember, the biggest thing is alone you might not be able to achieve it, and don't look down on people,
Yeah.
and don't check people for their financial status. That's wrong. If you check people based on maybe physicality, financial status, you miss out on meeting amazing people.
Yeah.
There are
being
people
classist,
out there who've got concrete ideas that just need
a little bit
funding
of
or someone to work with. You understand what I mean?
True.
If you don't look down on people, you meet and sit with everyone, you will find the best ideas. You know what I mean? I can tell you from a personal experience way back in the days, there's this businessman. He was based in Borodale Brook, his residency. He used to come to Mfakose where I grew up in the ghetto. Every day, every weekend, not every day, every weekend he's there parked and, I'm
like, what are you doing
One
here?
day I approached him and like, dude, aren't you scared to be in the ghetto driving such a fancy car? And I said, young man, because you're inquisitive and you're asking that question,
I'm going to tell you.
you've actually interested me in having a conversation with you as young as you are. I said, no, what? Never look down on people. I also grew up in the ghetto. For me to make it to be where I am, it was because of sitting with people in the ghetto who've got dreams, who will be sharing their dreams and ideas. Sharing those dreams and ideas opened my eyes that it's not about where you started. It's not about where you come from. It's about where you want
Where
to
you're
go,
going.
where the vision
That's so
takes you.
true. That's so
The sacrifices you're willing to put in on your vision.
That's so true.
And he said, the business idea that made me money to be who I am today,
I got it from the
I
ghetto.
got it from the ghetto, from somebody who was drinking, a drunkard
figured.
that people had written off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he gave me an idea that I followed through, and look at where I am now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've helped the brother clean up his act. He's also doing well, because if it wasn't for him,
I wouldn't be
I wouldn't be
where
where I am. He gave me an idea, but everyone in the hood had written him off that, this one is done for. He has no future.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So ideas come from the most unprecedented areas. And, so as male people, you know what I mean? We put pressure on ourselves. We think we were designed not to fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But failure is just like an artist. It's carving you into what you're supposed to be.
Actually,
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
Sometimes things, if
That's
they
so
don't
true.
sell smoothly, we feel like, but you should be scared of things that start with a smooth sell.
Yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
usually
If
the easier they come, the easier they go.
They go. Yeah.
there's an old saying that says, the toughest or the roughest seas make the best sailor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
For
true.
sure.
Because if you start with the roughest seas and
By the
you
time
get
you
to
get
the
to the
smoother
smooth-
part,
yeah.
you already know what the rough sea is like.
Like
So the
that.
smoother part will be a smooth sail, but
Yeah.
you start with a smooth sail. When you get
When
to
you get
the
to the
rough
rough,
seas, you have no idea what
to do.
You're
Yeah,
confused.
That's
That's why you see sometimes people end up giving up on their visions and dreams, because they're just like, okay, for me, I want to start a logistics company. And next year, I'm hoping I'll be owning a fleet of 5, 6.
But that's not how it works, though.
But then, bro,
There's a process.
there's a process, that hones you.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So you need to trust the process.
And the failures as well.
The failures are the artists. You get what I mean?
Totally understood.
You understand what I mean? So I guess
yeah.
this vision thing is
It's important.
it's
and I feel like
100%.
as African men, it's something that we should take seriously. And actually take it as the cornerstone of building what will be your year.
100%.
Yeah.
And I like what Mike is saying, because I remember I was watching a podcast where Andrew Tate was there, and he was saying, I'm very happy that I come from humble beginnings, because now that I have the money that I have, I appreciate it more, and I know what it takes to. If I lose my money today, I know what it takes to get it back
there.
Exactly.
which is the difference between a man who's born and grows with money, you know, because he has no appreciation of it, because it was always there.
It's always been there.
Yeah. And so that value of money, that bringing something from down up is very crucial in making sure you sustain it. And it comes back to even when we think about the legacy we want to leave to our children. It's not enough to just say, my child, I'm leaving you these houses or these assets or whatever. It's about teaching them how to obtain those things.
That's true.
That's true. That's why a lot of kids are then running down the trusts, unit trusts, and selling the houses.
The problem with today's parents, they spoil their kids.
Ish, my man.
No, it's not only today's parents.
I don't know, for sure. We've seen it before as well.
When you look at it, even growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of looked at it this way. Let's say you become a multi-millionaire, right? And you think you're doing your kids the best thing by spoiling them, buying them fancy clothes, fancy cars. You know what I mean?
They don't know how to work hard for
I
those
have
things.
a brother, right? A cousin, actually, from my mom's side. When I visited him, I stayed with him for a couple of months. The kids were going to school. I kind of felt like, no, man, this man, what he's doing is wrong. But now that I'm older, I understand what he was trying to do. He used to make them earn their pocket money.
Right.
That whoever polishes their shoes, whoever does their homework, whoever washes their socks, everything is done on time, is the one who deserves pocket money.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Failure to meet these obligations, there's no pocket money for you. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, but dude is rich. Why is he doing this to his kids? He's supposed to be spoiling and splashing them. You know what I mean? But now I understand what he was trying to do. You know what I mean? Because the biggest issue is growing up, you've seen that there are families that grew up with money, they had businesses. But the moment the father dies, everything dies.
Collapses.
With him.
Just crumbles with him.
You get what I mean? Then with growing up and maturing, you get to understand, oh, okay. So the biggest issue is he taught his kids how to spend, but not how to earn.
Not how to earn.
Right.
So all they know is how to spend, but they don't know how
actually
to earn the money.
earning.
But if you teach your kids the basics that, you know what, before you spend, you must earn. And never spend beyond your earnings. You understand what I mean?
100%.
You understand what I mean? So all these things, I think we need to break that chain going forward.
The motherland, the African man. Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. Strong hosts to break, got long walks to take, got no votes to make. We don't bet, we pray. Hey, African man, yeah. The African male, Irish.